morning, sir.
Please.
Good morning, sir. Good
Please.
morning, sir.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
You are taking interest on practicing yoga and abstract painting. Like, what is abstract painting?
As the name suggests, it is abstract in nature, so we do not have.
What is it abstract?
Yes, sir. I'm saying,
Yeah.
we do not have to follow the rules of realistic structures. Anything that comes to mind, we can put it on canvas.
Have you heard the name Picasso?
Yes.
What kind of painting Picasso is famous for?
So there is a mixture of realistic structures and abstractness, not entirely abstract.
Can you name like one of that of the Indian painters?
Yes, sir. So I know Moni Ray. She is from UP, and what she does is she holds paints at the canvas and then let it take any shape, and then she completes it.
Mona Lisa.
Yes, Mona Lisa.
Who painted it?
Leonardo da Vinci.
And besides being a painter, Leonardo da Vinci, he has excelled in other areas also.
I cannot recall, so I'll
Okay,
read
all
on.
right. What is the Renaissance?
Renaissance. So it is a sense of awakening and rise of rationality in the mind.
In which state of our country Renaissance started?
Which state?
Which state of our country?
Country.
Province of our country. Right?
I believe West Bengal.
Okay. Rabindranath Tagore had a brother, who was equally a great painter. What's his name?
Indranath Tagore.
He is famous for his painting.
I'll have
That attracted a lot of crowd and brought the nationalistic figure to forward to the freedom struggle. Bharat Mata painting.
You are taking interest in practicing yoga.
Yes.
How do you define yoga?
The yoga is said to be the union of body, mind, and spirit.
What is its current relevance?
Yes, sir. The yoga day is being celebrated 21st June, and so India has proposed this, and yoga has a lot of benefits. Now that we are in the age of technology and mental stress, the yoga is something that cools and relaxes a person, and it brings flexibility to body and mind. So it also increases the longevity of life.
Yoga is given a different form and shape, right? Who is that great sage who is called as the founder of that of the yogi system?
Yes, sir. So Patanjali had systemized.
What is that book?
Sorry?
What is that book's name?
Name of the
That
book.
person.
I have to read it.
Okay, all right.
You told that the International Yoga Day is celebrated when 21st June.
Yes, sir.
But why we have chosen that day?
So that days we have same hours of day time and night time, so that there might be some cultural significance.
Sir,
Recently, one station is there based on yoga in India. Yog Nagri, you tell. What is that city name? Yog Nagri.
Yog Nandi.
Nagri. Yog Nagri. Which city is called as Yog? India.
Sorry.
There, people from all around the world come to learn yoga.
So I know of this ISA Foundation, and
Rishikesh, actually.
I'll read on.
you your last two from Sri Chaitanya Educational Institute. When Sri Chaitanya came to Odisha?
So during the Bhakti movement,
What the period? Who was the king then?
King,
From where he came?
so he was from West Bengal, Eastern India. So.
Very famous place. From where Chaitanya came, that place is very famous. It is just near to ashram of Swami Vivekananda. Navadvipa, Nadia.
The Nadi Gaon.
Yes, and Navadvip is the place from where Sri Chaitanya came.
Okay, sir.
Nandigram is something different. Okay. Sri Chaitanya was the propounder of what?
Bhakti movement.
Bhakti movement.
Yes.
What Bhakti movement signifies? What is the essence of Bhakti movement?
It was started to bring equality among human beings, to remove the caste hierarchy and all types of inequality and distinction that existed. And so it also focused on bringing rationality and going away from the regressive mindset that existed.
So you movement focused on sideline the regressive mindset. Acha, in India, pan-India level, can name few Bhakti saints?
Ramanujacharya.
Okay, next.
I'm forgetting the
Yeah,
names.
forget.
Sir, Tulsidas.
Okay, Tulsidas. Kabir.
Kabir, yes, sir.
Mirabai.
Yes, sir.
Santo Tukaram. These are all
Yes, sir.
important.
Yes.
I will throw a situation in front of you. There is some school of writers. They say after arrival of Sri Chaitanya, the valor of Odisha kings somehow got diminished because of this Bhakti movement. Our power, our valor, our the strength, somehow it declined because of this arrival of Bhakti movement. How do you agree with this?
So it might have been because sir, he also brought a sense of awakening among the general public. So they might have realized the power within them and not bowing to someone who, one single person who holds the power.
All three were the arms and embraced the Bhakti movement. Do you think it augured well for Odisha?
Yes, sir. So in some ways it has the caste differences, the hierarchy that existed, that surrendered. So it was a good.
So socially we progressed, but militarily we declined.
So militarily we stayed the same, so we declined during British rule.
Who was Khala Pahad? We heard the name?
Yes, sir. But I do not remember his actual name.
I cannot recall now.
Yes.
But do you think like that, considering the question what he has asked, like as you said like that, the militarily, he said like militarily we got declined. Socially, we might have like overcome certain
Yes, sir.
impediments.
Yes.
But yes, like giving emphasis to his question, because of this bhakti cult, right? As you said like that, we created a mass awakening. Awakening, really? It has rather made us like socially, economically, right? Even military wise, right? Impoverished.
Yes.
Because people instead of taking interest into the cultivation, economic development, business, and all the things, they started like getting into the temple, sitting, singing the bhajans and all the things, and that has weakened them.
Economically, it might have, but if we see from a different perspective, sir, so a sense of self and recognizing oneself.
Sense of fulfillment.
Yes, a sense of fulfillment, satisfaction, that might have come, sir. Economically, of course, sir.
But Vivekananda said like that, someone is at hungry, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And hungry stomach
Yes.
cannot be taught like that of the all kind of laws.
Yes, sir. Obviously.
So do you agree with it?
Yes, sir. Very much,
But
sir.
you are contradicting at the same time.
Yes, sir. Of course, I said that economically we did impoverish because there should have been some ways.
After that, we did not, did not have any power to resist the foreign invasion.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Before that, we had a very glorious past.
yes, sir.
So that is endless debate.
But you have to give it a very balanced answers.
Okay.
Very balanced answer. Product economically, military wise, we got a weekend. At the same time, like what positive you have to highlight and glorify the positive side to defend yourself.
Okay. Belong to anthropology.
Yes.
What is paleontology?
Sir, as
You might have heard this
yes, sir,
term, definitely.
yes, sir. The study of dinosaurs.
Fossils.
Fossils.
The study of fossils is paleontology. Yeah. Galapagos Islands, have you heard the term? Galapagos Islands? Why it is famous?
Yes, sir. So Charles Darwin he had visited
He
and he
had
had
yes.
and he had found a different species of a certain bird which had evolved over time, and he had seen the different characteristics, and there he gave the term evolution.
Okay. What the basic essence of Darwin's theory?
Basic essence.
Essence of Darwin's theory.
Yes, sir. So evolution
We want to
happens.
know from you because being an anthropology student, you can experiment on yes.
Yes, sir. So evolution happens over time, and so characteristics change according to the environmental conditions, and so animals, the organisms have the capability to adapt by changing their physical genetic structure. That was the essence of
So
evolution.
who was Herbert Spencer? Have you heard of him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Forgetting.
Yes.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Have you heard the term Lamarck? Lamarck, why is famous? Okay, fine.
Yes,
Who was the famous person who first tried the experiment on genetics?
yes, sir. Lamarck, I believe.
No. On pea plant. Who experimented on? Who is called father of genetics? Mendel, have you heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mendel. Gregor Mendel. Yes.
Mendel.
Yes.
Okay. In anthropology, you might be studying genetics part. You have some genetics part.
Yes, sir.
What is dominant and what is recessive?
When offsprings are produced, one part of gene is transferred from the father and one from mother. When same genes from both father and mother are transferred, the trait that gets expressed.
Okay, dominant. If there will be a dominant gene and a recessive gene, which will express?
The dominant will
Dominant. Tell me one situation. Recessive gene express. What is consanguineous marriage?
Yes, sir. Marriage between blood relatives.
Disease because of consanguineous marriage.
Yes, sir. It leads to various genetic diseases.
Why?
Yes, sir. The recessive traits
Yes.
get expressed.
The recessive traits get expressed. Then can name some diseases because of this consanguinity.
Sir, dwarfism.
A very prominent disease related to blood. Sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia. Can you name how many mass extinctions are being? We have seen how many mass extinctions till now.
I believe it has been
Okay,
three.
three. I can three.
Yes, sir.
And some say we are heading towards fourth mass
Yes,
extinction.
sir, with climate change.
Fine. Recently, the Prime Minister visited Ukraine, also Russia.
Yes.
The basic region of Russia-Ukraine conflict.
So it started when Ukraine wanted to join
NATO. What is NATO?
it is the organization headed by US, the militarily
Military organization.
Yes.
What the full form? North Atlantic
Treaty Organization.
That
Yes.
is one association called as EU.
Yes, European Union. Yes.
How is the difference between NATO and European Union?
The NATO is mainly military organization. However, EU is more of trade and legal.
Economic union.
Yes, economic
Yes.
union.
Sir, what is the major concern of world Russia invaded Ukraine.
So the major issue was the problems in supply chain. So a lot of
Yes, what is that thing that Ukraine supply to the world?
wheat.
Wheat.
Yes, sir.
So there is the
That
crisis
led
of
to
food
food
security.
crisis.
And in this context, there was something called like Black Sea Grain Initiative.
Yes, sir.
And you know,
So,
what was that?
so that was meditated by Egypt, so that wheat from Ukraine can be transported safely to other
Okay.
countries.
You belong to which district?
The Bhadrak.
Bhadrak.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are the coastal districts of Odisha?
The Balasore, Bhadrak, Jagatsinghpur, Puri,
Immediately below
Kendrapada,
Kendrapada, then Jagatsinghpur.
Jagatsinghpur, then Puri. It's not. Sir, I'm not sure if Khordha has.
Khordha is not a coastal district.
And then towards south.
Only one remaining. Punjab. Any famous personality from your district you remember?
The first Chief Minister of Odisha.
First Chief Minister, even not the first. Okay, first Chief Minister.
Hari Krishna Madhav is from
Other person.
So the other Chief Ministers are Nilamani Rautrai.
Nilamani Rautrai.
Yes.
Any literary figure from your district?
The Kanta Kavi Lakshmikant Mohapatra.
All lecture this year.
The state song Bande Utkal
Bande Utkal Jana
lecture.
Kanta Kavi Lakshmikant Mohapatra. There was a song which is Durga Prachira Sunisha Vikana. I have not heard. That's a thing. When Odisha became a official separate state.
The date is April 1st, 1936.
In Odisha, you find the various mineral reserves.
Yes.
Can you identify the areas from where you find major mineral reserves?
So we have iron ore, majorly in Keonjhar and Mayurvanch districts. Then we have coal mines around Talcher in northern districts, and we have bauxite in southern districts, especially Rayagada, Nabranpur.
You have a major port in your district. What is that?
So it's a minor port.
Minor port.
Dhamra.
Minor port.
Dhamra.
What is the major port in Odisha?
Paradip.
Yeah. Recently, there was a Dhamra was in news. Why? Which company took over the Dhamra port?
Yes, sir. Forgetting. Adani.
95% share.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. In Odisha, what do you understand of women empowerment?
The empowering women in all spheres, starting socially, economically,
Do you
politically.
think you are empowered?
I am empowered. I
Why?
believe.
Why? Just you have to justify.
Yes, yes.
You will be convinced that you are empowered.
Yes.
How?
Even though I was the second daughter in my family,
Okay.
so I have been given all of the educational
Education.
facilities.
You got the access to education.
Yes, sir.
Secondly,
sir, I have been given freedom to travel anywhere without any judgment.
That means you can take your own decision.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things that define women empowerment, that education and decision making.
When I left my job also, sir, I did not receive any kind of restriction from my parents. So they are happy with what I was doing. So I believe, sir, I can choose any partner that I want. I believe I am.
You have the name of Madhubani painting.
Yes.
Madhubani painting. Where you find Madhubani painting?
Sir, it's from Bihar.
Yeah. Team.
I'll have to look into it.
Odisha is famous for Pattachitra painting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the theme and where you find this Pattachitra painting? Pattachitra को सबआडे मिलची. Specifically famous को जगह Pattachitra painting में.
Sir, the theme is of Jagannath culture.
Jagannath culture. Okay.
So,
whose place is famous for Pattachitra?
if I can guess, maybe
Yes.
Puri.
Raghunathpur.
Wait, sir, it is in Puri?
Puri, yes.
Okay,
Raghunathpur. There was a There is an institution in Odisha, religious, not religious, it's a knowledge institution called Bhagavata Tungi. Do you remember the name Bhagavata Tungi?
Sir, I have heard of it.
कौन जाने छो कौन से कौन हुई थी?
सर ओडिया भागवत पढ़ा जाए।
ओडिया भागवत पढ़ा जाए।
सर ग्रुप रे हाँ।
ग्रुप रे पढ़ा जाए।
Yes.
In anthropology, you study about tribals.
Yes, sir.
How many percent of tribal in Odisha?
Sir, 22.8%.
22.8%. Major tribes, how many categories of major tribes are there in Odisha?
Sir, scheduled tribes?
Yes, I am asking about tribes only. How many categories of tribes, major tribes in Odisha? Please.
Yes, sir.
62.
Yes, sir.
62 major tribes.
Yes.
And recently 2 categories have been recommended to be included in the so the net will be 64.
Yes, sir.
What is TB disease?
So particularly vulnerable tribal
Then
groups.
why these are called TB disease?
Yes, sir. So because they are backward compared to other scheduled tribes,
Yes.
so they are economically backward, and their livelihood mechanism is primitive in nature, and their population
Yes.
is declining or is
Yes,
stagnant.
that's why they are vulnerable.
Yes.
That's why they are vulnerable, particularly vulnerable because of their population is declining.
Yes.
And very soon we may lose them or we may lose their literature, language, everything.
Yes.
Okay. Tell some non-timber forest produce.
So, I can name. So,
Yes.
so the leaves are collected, sal leaves, and twigs are also collected. So that is used as toothbrush. The bark of the trees, that is also used as a spice.
Have you heard of lac?
Yes, sir. It's a gum, a kind of a gum. Yes.
These are
Yes.
lac, muna, these are all non-timber forest produce.
Yes.
Okay. Like, yeah,
Yes.
like asking about Spencer, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Charles Darwin wrote a book.
Yes.
But that book's
The theory of evolution.
origin of